Welcome back to this special Book It here on CNBC TV 18, and we are in conversation with the author Harish Bhat on his latest book, The Curious Marketer. So tell me some of the new areas that the Tatas are looking at. And as you were telling me before the interview started, Tata is one of the few brands that have remained strong for over 100 years. GE, Coke are some of the other examples. So is there now need to, I don't know, if not reposition, but revisit the brand in some way?
So every brand has to refresh itself. And every brand, I think, one generation after the other, needs rejuvenation and refreshment. But when we do that, we should be conscious of the core pillars of the brand. And the idea of the brand has to be intact. And like I discussed with you a little while ago, that idea is built on the pillars of being trustworthy, of being a good corporate citizen, and a brand which is increasingly global. So those pillars have to remain intact. What are the broad consumer trends that we think the Tata Group should be cognizant of for the future? One, there is the broad trend around digital. The world is going digital. So what are the new digital businesses of the future that the Tata Group can build? And you've already seen the huge focus that a very, very large company of the group like Tata Consultancy Services has brought onto digital, and the big role that TCS is playing in the digital space today. Apart from that, there are startup businesses in digital that the group has launched, including Tata Click in the world of e-commerce. We have also announced, I think sometime last year, a pilot expedition into the world of digital health. So there will be many businesses in digital that the group contemplates in the future.
We expect more focus on digital
in the area of digital.
In the going forward.
I would say absolutely yes, because the world is getting transformed by digital. And therefore the Tata Group and the Tata brand will have to establish a strong digital presence going forward. The second huge trend that we see in the world, Ronojoy, now is around health and wellness. All of us are far more conscious today of our overall wellness, of our health. And there are many, many businesses in that space that the Tata Group is in the process of building and building for the future.
So that's another key area that you're looking at.
That's right. Take something like Tetley green tea that we have been drinking today, and it plays to health and wellness very, very appropriately. Or take something like Tata Sampann, the atta and the foods which have been launched by Tata Chemicals, once again playing very much to the health and wellness space. So there will be a lot of new properties in the health and wellness space that the Tata Group looks at building now and in the future. The third big trend that we are seeing world over is the trend of premiumization. Consumers are seeking products, brands and services which are far more aspirational. And I think the demand for those kind of premium products and services is going to build hugely in the future. And let me tell you two recent examples to give you a flavor of what the Tata brand is doing newly here. Take something like the Tata Hexa, which has been launched by Tata Motors. It's a SUV. It's had fabulous response from the market. And one of the reasons it has had fabulous response from the market is that both in terms of product design as well as in terms of product features, it plays to the trend of premiumization very, very well. Or let me take a new business that Titan have announced very recently, which is into the space of Indian ethnic wear and saris. Tanera, which Titan is proposing to build for the future. That again plays to the premiumness trend in a very ethnic manner very, very well. So that's a third trend that I think is going to be very large. There's a fourth trend, which I think...
Is this sort of but is it a repositioning also to sort of, make brand Tata more premium? Is that how we should understand this?
No, I think the three pillars of brand Tata will stay intact. And I am very clear as a brand custodian. I am a little bit of an old-fashioned modern brand custodian. So I believe the idea of a brand should be intact and should get re-emphasized again and again and again. But I think the brand should understand what the key consumer trends are. And these key consumer trends should then get populated by various facets of the brand or by companies as they are looking at the future. So there is no repositioning of the Tata brand. The three pillars of the Tata brand stay very firm. And even as we leverage each of these trends, one or more of these pillars will play out in brands of the Tata Group that leverage these trends.
In conclusion, then tell me, one marketing campaign outside of the Tata Group that that really stayed with you. And you've given the example of James Bond. Apart from James Bond, tell me.
Okay. So, you know,
Come on,
I can give you so many examples from within the Tata Group, but let me give you a couple of examples from outside the Tata Group. I think one fascinating example of marketing campaigns in India, which have held my attention, have been the marketing campaigns for Fevicol. Okay, Fevicol is, after all, a tube of glue. Mm-hmm. Look at the fascinating marketing campaigns which have been built around Fevicol. You know, they're humorous, they're memorable. Do you remember that campaign which talks of a hen's egg which cannot be broken because that hen has feasted on Fevicol?
Right.
Now,
Fevicol ka jor hai.
That's right. So and it's actually become the lore of legend. Some movie songs have used Fevicol, as you're aware, from time to time. So you've taken something which is virtually a commodity, and you've created marketing legend around it. That is wonderful marketing. So if there's a brand outside the Tata Group you want me to highlight, that would be one. I can name many others, but this comes to my mind.
Can marketing make up for a bad product?
Never. Marketing can never make up for a bad product. Marketing can build on good products, build on excellent products, and make them the stuff of legend. Right. And let me just end by saying that if marketers need to do that, they need to be imaginative. They need to focus on some of the basics, understanding their consumers' needs very well, and then delivering outstanding products and services to those consumers, delighting their consumers. Those basics will not go away. Marketers need to focus on it. But using their imagination, using their curiosity, marketers can build on those fundamentals and build brands which are so appealing, which can appeal both to your head and your mind and your heart and kind of get imprinted within you. That's what every marketer should try to achieve in this country today, to build brands which are so memorable that they go down as the stuff of legend in history. That's what I would aspire each of our marketers to be looking for.
Harish Bhat, it was an absolute pleasure to speak with you. Thank you very much for taking time out. And guys, this is the book, The Curious Marketer. Go get your copy and try and increase your curiosity quotient, because that is absolutely essential. From everyone here, thanks very much for watching. We'll be back next week with another book and another author. Goodbye.